just Edo. Look, we're discussing Edo now. You can't travel. I used to go to Owerri a lot, but now I can no longer travel to Owerri, even flying to Owerri. I can't go. I don't speak Igbo. I love the place. It used to be very quiet. But since the death of Gulak on that airport road. It used to be bubbly too. Exactly. It used to be bubbly. But go to Owerri now, the hotels are dry. Even people from that state cannot go to their villages. And from recently, I went to, sometimes some years back, I used to love traveling from Kano to Kazaure to Daura, then Katsina. But today, recently, just last week, there were kidnappings and killings on that road. So it is everywhere in Nigeria. So it is not just Edo State. Let's declare a state of emergency on security generally in Nigeria, and then sit down, have a holistic conversation about it. And then the issue of light arms. Yeah. Legally, it is police that are empowered to license, owners of light arms. But with the proliferation of arms, and then in some cases you see headsmen carrying AK-47, and they tell you because people are attacking their cows. So let's also look at this idea of ranching. It's a business. You can't use your business to spoil mine. You're using your cattle to, move through people's farm. And some of them also have accused the village community leaders that anywhere you see them stay beyond 1 month, they settle community leaders. So this is where the state government also now begins to question some of these community leaders. And before, we were traveling to the village, you travel between that Benin Auchi road, you can travel at any time. But now, for the past 15 years to this time has been terrible. Very, very terrible. That if there are no military and the police on that road, you dare not travel. That is so bad that police will tell you, please don't enter that road before 9. And once it is 4, stay at home.
So would you say there's like a selective response to insecurity in Nigeria?
Exactly. What the federal government is doing is a selective response. When it happens in your state as a governor, you are left at the mercy of the local that you have, like Edo State governor. For me, I feel for him. He's helpless. It's helpless. You train your local vigilante, after donating vehicles to the police, they bought vehicles, and that's all you can do, donate vehicles to the police. And at the end of the day, it is the federal government that will empower them with arms, and we decide who to post to where. So if you are lucky, they post many men to your place. How many of these police stations can actually respond? Imagine, let's assume now that with those numbers of people, and they are carrying not just then guns and their other arms, maybe confiscated, concealed, and then they attack a community like Uromi. What's the number of the policemen in Uromi that will respond to such an attack? 0. Because the few that you have are already getting all the big men, rich men everywhere. So with that kind of challenge, a governor is at the mercy of the federal government. You remember Jonah Jang those days? Said, I called the commander at 2 a.m. He didn't respond. So in this case, it is the same thing. That's why you see government are empowering hunters, they're empowering local vigilantes, creating vigilantes, training them. It is the same police and the military that will still come and train these vigilantes. So why are we running away from having the conversation about local security when it is the same police that will train the vigilantes, and you buy local gun licensed by the same police to give to them to provide security, because the police is overwhelmed. They can't provide the security.
That is the honest truth. Selective response to insecurity from the federal government. That is the truth. That is the truth. This has been happening. A lot of people have been shouting. People have been talking, shouting. Federal government is not responding. But now, if they have responded, or if they have been responding to the cry of Nigerians, people, especially in some villages, in the east, in the south there, if federal government, if they have been responding, we would not have been here talking about this. We would not have been here talking about this, because it's been selective response. A lot of people lost their lives in that knot. It doesn't matter. Nobody will come. They will not sweep into actions. They will do nothing about it. Look at it now. Let's declare a state of emergency on insecurity, because this is serious conversation needs to be going on now, because it's getting too much. It's getting out of hand. I did a video before that I was complaining that in that you can't travel again. You can't pass that road again. Every other persons are the same thing. You are doing your business with cows. You are using your own to spoil another person's business. Cow is your business. Farming is another person's business. Why do you have to come from afar to come and destroy another person's farm? And federal government is no. A lot of people have been doing video, making video, talking, nothing. They are not responding. They are not talking. They are not talking to those people in the north, who the owners of those cows. Still, cattle grazing or ranching. Look for farm in your place. Who want to buy cow will come. Now, here, okay, see this. If a Fulani person has a gun as in a gun with Fulani. They call it hunter, right? They call it hunter. And Edo gun owner is a cultist for them. A Fulani with a gun is a hunter. Edo person with a gun is a cultist. It's not serious. They are not serious. Isn't it? That's how they call it. That's what they say. A Yoruba man with a gun is a thief. They call it a thief. That they are not serious. They don't have job. They call them a thief. We all know that. We all know what we are doing in this country. We all know. We all know. A Fulani caught with a gun is a hunter. A Delta man caught with guns is a Niger Delta militant. A Fulani caught with a gun is a herdsman. An Igbo man caught with a gun is IPOP terrorist. Fulani man with a gun is protecting himself. Other tribes caught with guns are criminals. That's how they call it. That's why we are here. A country that gives few set of people or some tribe opportunity to go with guns, licensed gun AK-47 in the name of you are protecting your cows. Who is that person that is going to people from the south, from the east? How? What is their business with cow to go and destroy? If you caution your cow does not come to my farm to destroy my farm. What's my business with cow? Why would I go and destroy a cow or kick cow that does not offend me if you put them where they're supposed to be? That's the problem. This needs serious conversation. A lot is going on. Now, this complaining Edo State, Imo State, Owerri, different places like that. Even the people living in that state, the villages in that state, they can't even travel. It's not safe. It's just the same Edo State now. The main Edo State where you know, the real Edo State, that's the only place you say, okay, the country is okay. Go all those villages, Uromi, Ekboma, Ewatu, Okwesa, Ubiaja, all those places. All those places. A lot is going on. A lot is going on. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos saying that when they come to that community, they settle the king or the baale, the community leader, they settle them, they give them money. So who are those people? Federal government or the state governor where all these things are happening? They need to fish those people out. The community leaders, how much they have collected, what's the meaning? What's the money meant for? You collected money from these people to come and be destroying your people you are looking after, to destroy their crops, their farming job, to destroy their farms. Doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I hope this one will make them to do something, because it's getting out of hand. If it continue like this, because it has not happened to you, it does not affect you, let's keep quiet. Just like the same thing happening in Lagos State here. Because the inside town in Lagos is safe, but when you go to those villages inside the same Lagos here, you go to those villages, you realize that Lagos is not safe. Everybody does not have money to live inside town. Everybody don't have money to live inside estate. Anyways, please share this video.